How are you going, man?
I'm very good, thanks. Been out surfing. The water's still warm, so that's a positive.
First question, do I call you Fletch or Fletcher?
Oh, either or. My friends call me Fletch, and so yeah, you can call me Fletch, I guess.
I'll call you Fletch. You can call me Han.
Okay, sweet.
Hey, look, first up, congratulations winning Australia's Got Talent. Big claps for you.
Thank you very much.
What was it like being in the finals up against a robot dog?
Yeah, well, the guy behind the robot dog, he was actually really lovely. He was, super funny and everything. So, but then having the fact that, he wasn't actually on stage and it was the robot dog and everything, it was kind of cool. Like, I don't know, they edited some stuff out which couldn't have shown on television, but it was so funny. So.
But you're saying it wasn't that? You just ruined it for me, Fletch. I was thinking it was actually a dog speaking. You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Can we just talk about your audition? It was an incredibly touching, amazing. The guitar you played, like, I'm a guitarist and my guitar is covered in stickers, but you just took it up a level. Can you tell me about all the drawings and stuff you've got on it?
When we were in the hospital with my brother, the people who worked there said, did I want to play him a song? And at the time I kind of said no. But then they brought this guitar and just left it there for me, which was really lovely. And, it went on. I just couldn't bring myself to play. But then eventually I did, and my family sang along with me and everything. So it was kind of the last song that I played to him with his beating heart. So we kept that guitar, and yeah, I just put some drawings on it and things that were special and meant a lot to me.
I read, I think, with the money that you won, you bought a Gibson?
Yeah, I bought a Les Paul, a 59 reissue, which I'm so stoked about.
Oh, no way. What's it like? Can we share?
Oh,
it's not fair.
Yeah, it's when I auditioned, everyone said to me, oh, what do you get if you win? And kind of jokingly, obviously never expecting to win, I said, oh, I'd get a Les Paul. And then when I did, I was like, well, I better do it now. So I went and got that, and it's just amazing.
Oh, are you touring with it at the moment? Is that what you use?
Yeah.
So how many guitars have you got when you're touring?
I just take one acoustic, two acoustics, one mainly that I just play, and then the other one just as a backup in case I snap a string or whatever, and then the electric as well. So. Have
you snapped a string on stage yet?
Oh, hundreds of strings I've snapped on stage.
Oh no, you poor guy.
But I don't know, I think before the show, kind of I've been playing for a few years now and just done so many gigs, and it's kind of just bound to happen, so.
It's pretty cool. You've got a studio at home.
Yeah, I've got a studio downstairs in the garage, and I did it up with my dad and my brother and sister and some friends and stuff, and it was good fun, and I write so many songs in it, and try and record and stuff and practice in there. It's just unreal. So super stoked to have that there, and it's just a nice little music space.
Yeah, when you're not out surfing, you can go there.
Definitely.
So look, you said like you're constantly writing and stuff. You're pretty talented. Make me feel a bit better about myself. How often do you have to write and play, like, to be up to the standard that you are? Like, is it just constant?
I don't know about have to, because I think there's always, I could wake up at 6 and play till 9 every morning, and you'd just be absolutely, the best in the world in 6 months. But a couple of hours most days I'm doing something in regards to music, whether that be guitar practice or singing or writing or playing at a gig or whatever. So
when you recorded your song Peace down there, like, which is an incredible song. How often are you actually recording and releasing songs?
Currently I've only released one EP, which I did for my brother. It was called Banjo, and I had a song I wrote on it for him called Infinite Child, which I played on Australia's Got Talent as well, and three other songs that I've written, and also a cover which was very special to him and I, called Hoochie Coochie Man, which is a blues song by Muddy Waters. So that's all I've released at the moment. But I'm always writing, and when I feel it's kind of time to release my next thing, then I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. Look, in 2014, you're on The Voice Kids. You auditioned you auditioned with a Lee Kernaghan song, right? Which I love. And then on Australia's Got Talent, you covered Ed Sheeran. Fletch, who are your real musical inspirations? Can you have Lee Kernaghan and Ed Sheeran as your music inspirations? Can you combine them?
Yeah, definitely. I did the video clip for that song that I sang on The Voice Kids. I acted as the young Lee, because the song's called Flying with the King, and it's about when Lee met Slim Dusty on a plane. And so I acted as the young Lee in that. And so Lee was really, really lovely to me, and I was stoked to meet him. And back then, and he's still super lovely to me to this day. And
wow.
And Ed Sheeran, I guess, is just phenomenal at anything he does. So I don't know, he's definitely a big inspiration. I think I have a lot of inspirations, and then musically, but then not musically as well, because I just think that music is just a certain way that you can express your own emotions and feelings and experiences, and there's plenty of other different ways to do that, and there's a lot of people making good change and difference in the world, and that's something that I aspire to do.
You said, like, Lee Kernaghan's, like, a contact of yours, right? You're 15. How do you keep things in perspective, like, at school with, like, sitting in a science class learning about atoms, or, how do you, like, do that and concentrate on that when you've, like, just got Lee Kernaghan as a cool guy and, like, all the other contacts you've got?
I think with that, like, certain people have asked me kind of similar questions, and my answers are always different, but lately I've just been feeling like, from these people that I've met and stuff, and I've been super lucky to have the opportunity to meet so many different amazing people and stuff, that everyone's just a real person, and it doesn't matter if they're, just working from home or whatever, or, out on televisions in front of millions of people, because, everyone's just got their own things going on, and it's impossible to not be a normal person. And I think the media is an interesting thing, how it portrays certain people, and people kind of just unconsciously feel that they should, look up to these people or be like these people or base decisions on these people. But it's just people in front of cameras that then gets put elsewhere. People just need to make their own decisions and follow their own journey. So my thoughts with all of that is that they're not any different to any of my other contacts, whether I ring my mum or ring my friend or ring Mick Fanning. It doesn't really matter.
You're extremely wise, because obviously people would look up to you. Do you think there's a pressure with that?
I don't feel any pressure. I'm really grateful that people look up to me, but
more like an honour.
Yeah, it's not something that I feel like I have to live up to anything, because I'm just on my own journey as much as anyone else is. If people can get something out of mine, then that's great. But something positive, then that's great. But I am kind of really grateful that certain people do consider me that way, and I'm glad that I have something to say which can make a difference.
You're 15 now. What age did you start performing?
I did my first performance when I was 8 years old in front of my school, in front of about 300 people. And
how'd that go?
Yeah, well, I did it with some people behind me, and I sang ABC by Michael Jackson. We did a school tribute.
Legendary.
Yeah, country singer Gina Jeffries. Her son went to our school, so she organised, along with a local dance teacher, they organised a big kind of singing and dancing tribute to Michael Jackson. And when I was in year 2, that was the year he passed away. And so everyone had a Michael Jackson song and stuff, and I originally got picked for an acting role. And later I had to fill in for the guy who got ABC, and then they ended up swapping us around and giving it to me. So I sang that, and had 30 people behind me clapping out of time. It was unreal.
Did you get to do the moonwalk?
Oh, I can't remember.
Come on, Fletch, you had to.
I certainly did it at home more times than anyone should, but I'm not sure if I did it on stage. I sang "Blame It on the Boogie" a few years later because, like, at that time I hadn't really started gigs, and I was probably 10. And for my school's talent show, I sang "Blame It on the Boogie," and I did the moonwalk in that. So Michael Jackson was pretty strong in my primary school years.
What kind of after that?
Then I did lessons, singing competitions and stuff, and guitar lessons, and probably from the age of 11 or 12, I started playing gigs and busking and stuff most weekends, and since then I've just been writing more and playing more and just doing my best to get better.
Do you still busk?
I haven't busked in a while, but I really enjoy busking. It's one of my favourite things to do. You learn so much, not just musically, but about other people and about life and kind of ups and downs, because there's certainly bad busking days and good busking days and happiness and everything. So I really enjoy busking, but I probably haven't done it in a couple of months, just with my own tour and everything happening right now. Just been really hectic, but I definitely enjoy busking.
I ask buskers all this question. I always get a different answer. When you see another busker, what's a suitable amount of money to give them? I
always just give people $2 usually. If I've got a $5, I'll give them that. But I can never walk past a busker and not give them something.
Neither can I, and then I end up sitting down and giving them my lunch money, and the shops are shut. It's a disaster. Look, I read your first gigs on the weekends were like pubs, markets. Is there a defining moment, except for like the Michael Jackson part, where you realise that performing is what you want to do?
I think even before I did that, I really
before Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I think I remember. Like having wish chip and saying when I get older I want to be a musician, which is really random, and it's only just come to my mind now. But and that was probably year one. So, but I don't know. I think like that was kind of just being 7 and saying I want to do something when I'm older. But probably from when I started playing at 12, definitely wanted to do.
Is it going to be what you do? So you finish school, are we just going to get like a shock from you, you go to uni and all of a sudden like Fletch is a lawyer? Is that going to happen, or are you going to stay through the music?
I'm not, being only in year 9 now, I'm not disputing what's going to happen in a few years, but I can't, right now I'm super focused on music, and I think I will be for a very long time. And that's not to say that I don't do things outside of music, but that's where my passion and my dream is right now.
Now, talking of things outside of music, right, you've got the hair, you live on the coast. I believe surfing is a massive part of your life as well as music.
Yeah, I try and surf as much as I can. Happening less with the amount of music I'm doing these days, but I'm still getting a good amount of surfing in, which is unreal. Surfing and music be my 2 favourite kind of activities to do, and I don't know, the ocean and nature is definitely a big part of my life. Also the kind of thrill or adrenaline of it, I guess, is another thing to do with that as well. And I think surfing has so many different factors and kind of ways that it can make you feel. And it's kind of just like anything, you learn so much from anything, but surfing is just, I don't know, there's just so many things about it that draw me to it. So I've been to Adelaide once before. It was actually when I did The Voice Kids, and I had to go there to do a little practice thing or whatever. And Mum and I went to Glenelg.
It's nice.
Which was unreal, and we were jumping off the jetty and stuff. That was great.
I've always been too scared to jump off of that jetty. It's too high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was good fun.
I've jumped off a jetty once and nearly got bitten by a crab, so that was the end of my jetty jumping days.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, you broke your 7th surfboard. Good job.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think I just like point breaks and shories. So.
Hey, back to the music, alright? You released your EP titled Banjo, dedicated it to your little brother. It went to #1 on iTunes. What do you do when you find that out?
Oh, it was a pretty exciting. Well, actually, when I first released it, we were watching it go up, and we were getting super excited, and it got to #2, and behind Ed Sheeran, and I was like, well, that's all right. I prefer to be #2 to Ed Sheeran than, I don't know, anyone else probably. Yeah. And then after the show, it went back up to #1, and I didn't even, like, it wasn't like we were full watching it or anything, and I just checked because it's kind of the thought came to my mind, and I was like, oh, you know, my EP is at #1 and the song's at #1, singer-songwriter, which was sick. So it was kind of like not a super anticipated thing because we'd already done that when I released it, and then to see it get back up, which it did, was unreal.
You knocked Ed Sheeran off.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
How's the tour going, the Banjo tour? You're doing it in various venues across Australia. How's it going? Yeah, it's going great, thank you. I'm so stoked to be able to play my own shows. This is my first tour that I've done, and the crowds that have come out have been amazing, and probably my highlight was, you know, everyone singing along to my own songs, which is unreal. And at the end of my song called Infinite Child, down in Melbourne, the whole crowd sang "I Love You, Banjo," and that was made everything I've done for the past 15 years worthwhile. So. Wow. So when people like go to your shows, what can they expect? I don't know if they can expect anything really, because I feel like the moonwalk. Oh yeah, they can definitely not expect that. When you come to Adelaide, you're not getting out of it. Yeah. You'll kick me out the gig. You'll see me and be like, no, get her out. I might have to not come to Adelaide now. Sorry, South Australia. Fletch is not coming through the Hannah. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, like, what are you trying to, if anything, if you want people to take one thing away from your shows, what will it be? Kind of firstly just enjoyment and happiness, and if anything, I hope that they get a positive message out of my songs, and they can go away thinking about certain things differently or more strongly, or I don't know, just feeling good about themselves, I guess. So what venues are you playing in? Like, so you're 15. Like, I'm 16. It's not fair because, you know, you get kicked out of venues at midnight due to licensing. Is that an issue? Is that an issue when it comes to finding venues to play at, or do they kind of look past that and be like, yeah, he's a superstar, he's allowed here? Well, when I recently supported Matt McHugh from The Beautiful Girls. He did a solo tour called of his Waves album called Waves, and we went up and I did a show in Newcastle at Lazot in Newcastle, which I'm having one of my own gigs on the 16th of next month, which I'm really looking forward to. And but then we went up to Belgium, which was cool as well. And then when we got to Byron, the Northern Hotel wouldn't let me play. So what? We drove probably would have been close to 8 hours, 4 hours. Oh no! From where we were, like near Coffs. That breaks my heart. So I don't know, for like one night, and then couldn't play. And did they actually not ever let you play? They just said no. The Northern Hotel didn't let me play. They just. You should have sued them. I don't think you can sue someone for, I don't know, a law that's not going in your favour, but a law that's not going in your favour. Yeah, but I don't know. It was still fun. I still got to surf in up there and with my dad and my sister, and we had a good time. But it was an extra 8 hours driving, which wasn't, I don't know, less than favourable, I guess. Love a good road trip. Thanks so much for chatting, Fletcher. Like, Fletch. Yeah, thank you. Look, you're basically my age, and you've shown so much like wisdom, and I'm just like incredible. You know so much. You've got such an inspirational story behind you. I just honestly really want to wish you all the best for the future.
Thanks so much, Hannah. I really appreciate it.
I'll see you in Adelaide, alright?
Unreal. Cool.
You are coming to Adelaide.
October-ish.
October-ish? Alright, I'll be there. Well, let's go to Glenelg. We'll jump off the jetty.
Cool. Sounds good.
Alright, I'll see you then.